Hey folks, welcome back, another Palm Master video. Now that we did our wrap-up video for 2021, right? I thought we'd do a video going over, some things that I'm probably looking forward to, that I kind of want to see happen in the game in 2022, right? So this is just gonna be, what I want to see personally. We could probably do a video, with some suggestions from the community, everyone, all that stuff as well. So make sure to look for that. Also, if you guys do remember the Select Scout, the Poke Fair Select Scout, I am doing a giveaway on that. The video should be out somewhere later today, so look forward to that as well if you guys want a free Poke Fair, basically guaranteed Poke Fair. So that's nice. Anyways, all right, let's get into the content of what we're gonna talk about. So I'm not gonna talk about too much about sync pairs because look, there's so many like characters and units that people want in the game, right? I'm just gonna talk about like a few. In general, right? Like the first thing that I do kind of sort of want in this game, this year in terms of, again, sync pairs is just, oh my god, can we get a Johto Poke Fair, right? There's regions with multiple Poke Fairs, there's regions with multiple Masters. Johto does not have either. Like, what is that? To be fair, it's not that Johto has bad units. Johto has some fantastic units, right? Johto has some of the best supports, in the game. I wouldn't say they're the best region for support, but they're definitely up there, right? Got Celesteela, Bugsy, Falkner, right? Like they have Lyra, they have a lot of fantastic supports, but overall, they need some help. Like their best damage healer is like Silver and Ho-Oh, which Silver and Ho-Oh's not bad. It's pretty good, right? But like, it's nowhere close to like near any, I'd say, of the other regions in terms of their best damage healers. So Johto, please, can we at least get a Poke Fair or a Master Fair this year? Look, I'm not like a lot of people who who go around and talk about DNA hates this specific region. No, that's obviously not true. Because every single time someone does that, the people who say, oh, DNA hates Alola, and then boom, last year we got like 20 Alola units, right? People who say again, DNA hates Sinnoh, and boom, this month we got this huge Sinnoh month, right? Like they're gonna do the regions. It's just gonna happen eventually, right? It's just gonna take time. But no, your favorite character, as long as it's not like a spin-off or anime character, like in-game character, most likely will eventually be in the game, right? It just depends on when. It'll eventually be in the game, right? But yeah, Johto, can we at least get a Poke Fair or something? Soon would be nice. Soon would be nice. Anyways, so that's my that's the one thing I do want to mention in terms of like what character it is, because like the thing with Johto is. You guys see Univa's always getting stuff, right? Univa's getting all these characters, and crazy thing about that is Univa's like nowhere near done with its characters. The difference between Univa and Johto is Univa has a lot of characters. Univa has the most characters in of every single Pokemon region, so it makes sense that they keep on. They're not Univa pandering or whatever. There's no pandering. It's just that they have a lot of characters. They have a lot of characters, and the unfortunate thing about Johto is Johto does not have a lot of characters at all, right? Like half of like the Johto characters are actually like just Kanto characters, right? Their champion got the Kanto theme skill because he's technically Cantonian. Lance is technically he's not he's Cantonian, right? So Johto is slightly unfortunate in that sense because again they just don't. Well, you could do a more extended video talking about the region and all that stuff. But yeah, just a quick mention, just a Johto Poke Fair again, in terms of who it is. A lot of people keep on saying Eugene and Suicune. I don't really like that. Not that I don't like Eugene and Suicune as a pairing. It's just that I think if they were going to give us Eugene and Suicune, I think he'd more be fitting for a Master Fair than a Poke Fair. And I think Poke Fair should probably be someone like, I don't know. Because like, again, most of the Johto characters are like gone. So it's if they're going to give us a Johto Poke Fair, I think it's probably going to be an alt, right? Probably going to be an alt of a Johto character, whether it's like Ethan, Lyra, Chris, whatever, the pro tags, or Jasmine, even though I already have another alt for Jasmine. Morty, even though I have like 3 Mortys. I don't know, it's just like a alt of a more popular Johto character, maybe like a completely Johto version of lands, because, you know, it's not like it can't happen, right? Grimsley is a Univin, and then they gave, you know, Alolan Grimsley to, like, Alola, right? If I remember correctly. Let's see. Alola, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Grimsley got Alola, so it's possible they can make a Jotonian version of Alliance. But yeah, that's like one thing, I guess, just in terms of characters. Yeah, again, I'm not going to talk about too much about like units specifically. There's so many characters, right? You know, I can't really go for all of them, or just like personally, I guess I'd like Oleana because I like Oleana a lot. But like, outside of that, I mean, I already got my Sabrina. I'm not really asking for anything else at this point. But anyways, all right. That aside, let's get into some events and stuff, right? So first of all, number one, can we get more BP units? That would be nice, right? The BP units, we got them. They got updated at once with just one Evelyn over here. It would be nice if we get a few more, because we're closing in on a second cycle here. We're closing in on getting a second cycle, and you know, a lot of people already have at least all the 4 stars, and a lot of people, you know, again, pretty close to getting a second 5-star, at least 5-star ticket if you didn't spend it, right? So some more BP units would be nice. What else? Or just, you know, overall expansion of the rewards would be cool as well. Although I think the rewards are generally fine. Like outside of the tickets and stuff, I think the rewards are fine. I don't think there's too much. Although I would not complain if you add more. So that would be nice for one, the BP stuff. Also, one other thing, for players who missed it, they have not reran any of the except my game is frozen. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about over here is these like sync pair pickup events. I think that's what they're called, right? The ones that we had so far are Bugsy and Scyther and Misty and Psyduck. Obviously, Bugsy and Scyther are very, very good. Misty Psyduck, it's okay, right? But a few things I do want to mention. One, can we get more? We've gotten that. We got it introduced, and then we got a second one, and then we hadn't had one since the anniversary, right? So what happened to these events? Can we get one of these again? These are, for those who don't know, these are just an event that gets you a free, you know, sync pair. It gives you a free sync pair. And again, they can be very, very good. Again, the Scyther one's very, very good. The Misty one, not as much, but it's still fine, right? Overall, I'd say. Yeah, we just haven't gotten one ever since. All right, so that would getting some new ones would be nice, right? Again, just free units. The 2 so far have been supports. Misty also got an EX as well when she debuted, so there's that. And also rerunning them would be nice as well, right? I think there's probably 2 ways they could do it. Either they could just like rerun them, right, as events, or if they really don't want to, you could do how they do it, like the gear events, right? You know, when the gear events first come out, there's a whole event. It's very, very easy to get, and then if you missed it, that's fine. They get added to the shop. You could still exchange for it over there as well, right? A bit harder, but you could still get it eventually. So I think they could also do that with these like these sync pair pickup sync pairs, where you could add them to the BP shop, right, for afterwards, right? For folks who missed it, you could still get it. Again, it does cost you a bit more because it's BP tickets and all, but like you could add them to the BP shop maybe, right? And hopefully we could also get Scyther and EX. That would be really nice too. But yeah, anyways, bring back these events. Either bring back, rerun them, or give people who miss these events an option to pick them up, because again, if you missed out on Scyther, that's honestly slightly that's pretty bad. he's really, really nice, right? But yeah, there's that at least for the sync pair pickup events. All right, the next one I do want to talk about is again, new modes, right? And if you're wondering, well, aren't we getting Gauntlet soon? Isn't that good enough? Well, yes, we are getting Gauntlet soon, but and it's gonna be fun. Look, I've tried simulating Gauntlet a bit myself, and it's actually really fun. But that being said, the Gauntlet is still like generally it's not that different, right? It doesn't feel that different from, for example, Champion Stadium, right? And what I really want is, can we please get a new mode where, you know, it's semi-difficult, but you, instead of fighting your 3v3s or 3v1s like Legend Arena / Gauntlet or Master Mode with 3v3s, can we get 3v9 you know, modes? I want 3v9 modes where we fight like the Full Force Battles, right? We fight 9 opponents, multiple rows, because the only places you see 3v9 battles now anymore is either the Battle Villa, which is only once per month, right? There's a few stages, and now we get to skip it too, so there's also that. And then the other one is just reruns of old Full Force Battles, because they stopped doing Full Force Battles, and what they do instead right now, at the moment, are like these battles, like the battle challenges, which are like, just why? I don't care. It's very uninteresting, super easy, 1 row of opponents, you finish this in like 20 seconds. Just very, very uninteresting battles. Like, even if you don't want to like add any like new modes, at least bring Full Force Battles back. Like, they were working fine. I don't know why they stopped doing them. They're like so much more fun than the new battle challenge thing. Those are so incredibly boring and uninteresting. Can we please get either Full Force Battles back or get some new 3v9 mode? It's, I don't know, it's just more fun. It's more fun, right? There's more opponents you have to fight. Turn denial is much more fun in 3v9s than 3v3s. Again, you could do it in 3v3s, so it's not as fun, right? But yeah, again, 3v9s would be nice. Give us 3v9 mode. As for some other things outside of that, if you guys remember in the recent survey, they did talk something about a guild system, and I don't know how it would work in Pokemon Masters, but that would be fun. It'll be fun, because you know, because generally they specifically mentioned guild or clan system, right? They specifically mentioned, so it does seem like they are inclined to maybe do it, right? They definitely, it seemed, you know, if they already mentioned it themselves, because we didn't bring it up, they brought it up to us, so that would be nice. That would be nice. Again, depending on how it works, it'll be, it could be a really, you know, nice implementation to get, you know, people, more interaction between players, because now that co-op is, well, the co-op's not completely dead. They bring it back every now and then with the you know, 1 day Pokemon Masters Day stuff, and also the gear battles, but you know, there's not that much cooperation between players, right? Like, I mean, I have a bunch of people added on my friend list, but like, what, it doesn't do anything, right? So for most of the time, right? So yeah, a guild system like they mentioned would be nice, and I think there's a really good a chance of that happening, because again, they mentioned it, they brought it up. That means they're definitely looking into it, right? Into possibilities. Not going to say guarantee gonna happen, but I'd say there's definitely a solid chance. Speaking of other things, right? Eggs. Can we get? They keep on just giving us like ways to spend your gems to make these eggs hatch quicker, faster, but like, can we just get better Eggmons? Like, look, they did buff eggs recently, right? And and by buff eggs recently, I mean give us legendary gauntlets, so support Eggmons and some tech Eggmons are actually going to be very key in the legendary gauntlet, in my opinion, right? Once it comes out, that's definitely going to make support. They're just gonna make Eggmons just overall so much better. Not that they improve themselves, but just because the mode requires it, right? It limits the amount of units that you can use. It makes it so that support Eggmons, again, in particular, and some tech Eggmons are actually gonna be really nice over there, right? So, but that aside, can we get bigger Eggmons? I know they made it a point to not give them a grid, which, okay, it's fine if you don't give them a grid, right? And look, I'm not asking for Eggmons to be like top tier or whatever units, right? I mean, there's like 7 of these, you know, every month, right? And they're free. They take minimal effort to get, right? I'm not asking you to like hatch me like a Mewtwo level, you know, Pokemon from an Eggmon, right? Turn free to play, right? But at least make them like competent. At least make most Eggmons like at least just better than like the non-gridded, because we are getting grids for the 3-star first Goshes, but at least make them like better than those units, but when they're like non-gridded at least. I don't know. Also, wow, it's taking them a while to go through all the Kanto units. Obviously, what they're trying to do over here is just, they're going to go through the Eggmons, they're going to go through all the Kanto Pokemon first, and then go through Johto. But oh my god, it's taking them a long time. I thought they'd be done by the first year anniversary, but, or not first year, second year anniversary, but clearly they have not. So, can we just, you know, hurry this up? Why, like, we got like a rerun of like absolutely just the same old Eggmons recently. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was like the bug one or something. Just the same Eggmons. Why did we just get a complete, like, not even a single new one? Can we just hurry this one up? Speaking of other improvements, what happened to the, like, why, what seasonal units, you know, sync move animations? What's with this? What's with these? Why not? Can you guys not animate these? What? Why? Like, make unique animations for these? And same with the units with like max moves. I know, like, I'm not trying to be like, you know, annoying, because I you know, animating things is very, very hard, obviously. But like, you guys like hire more people to do this? I don't know. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of their company, obviously, right? But like, I don't see, like, okay, I might not be able to know why they're not doing this, but I could see multiple ways of fixing, you know, a solution over here, right? Because it can't be like a stylistic choice that, like, oh, we're not giving them unique animations because this gives them more person. No, obviously not. It's not a stylistic choice. So I don't know what's the issue with these. Can we please just get unique animations back, sync move animations back, and maybe retroactively give the previous seasonals that didn't get them, right, their unique animations as well, right? Because we only have, how many do we have? Like, it stopped at, did the Halloween units have it? Actually, did the second Christmas units have it? Yeah, the second Christmas units had it. I think it stopped in New Year's, right? Stopped in like the New Year's units. Yeah. Hello? Can we get these back? So yeah, there's that, I guess. And can we also get like sync pair stories for them as well? I know, yeah, like you don't give them sync pair stories, you give them the event thing where people get to like read the event again, which is good, because, you know, or else usually these events take like a billion years to rerun. Which also, speaking of, can we rerun story events more often? Can we rerun story events more often? I don't want to, like, because I think we're getting like the Guzma Plumeria story event rerun this month. I don't want to take 2 years before story event reruns, right? For a few reasons. First of all, people who like to see the story, right? Newer players who miss the event would, you know, their favorite character story, whatever, right? It would be nice for them to read the story. The other thing is, you know, some of these, like, for example, the medals, right, from the battles, which are, you can't really get them anywhere else, right? They don't add any like economic value to your account, so why don't you rerun them more often? And you know, just for the medals and the story, right? Just for the medals and story, not even the rewards. Like, honestly, I don't even care if they, like, just don't give us rewards, like no gems, no whatever on reruns, right? And just give us like every month rerun like 3 story events, right? It's fine, you know, for like first time players, right? If it's their first time ever doing an event, then sure, let them collect the first time rewards, all that stuff, right? But like, I wouldn't mind it if they just rerun like 3-5 story events every single month and just didn't give us rewards for it. Like, sure, let's just rerun them more often, or make it, I guess, the rewards like not as like good as like the first time, because again, if they're gonna run like 3-5 events, that's obviously gonna be, you know, keep the rewards same. There's gonna be a lot of rewards, but like, at least just for the medals and stuff, right? Because like getting the medals is just like a pain, right? Anyways, what else? No more time trials, please. We did good last year by not getting a prestige event, but we still got a time trial, and I don't like time trials. Again, if there's anyone out there who likes time trials, that's fine. Your opinion, whatever. I just think they're not fun, for one. And also, so far, have not been free-to-play friendly. Again, I will die on this hill, but prestige events are unironically more free-to-play friendly than time trials so far, right? They've been much easier to get all the completion rewards, right? Again, even if you take out all the ranking rewards, right? If you take out all the ranking rewards, you rank 0, you don't get a rank at all, you still get better rewards in prestige events as a free-to-play player than you do at time trial events. And they both, again, generally do require summonable units, right? So I don't want time trial events anymore, right? Oh, also, one more thing for the sync per pickup thing that I forgot to mention is it would be nice to actually add a story to those as well, right? Where a more extensive story about how the character, you know, got to meet this like new Pokemon that they just picked up out of nowhere, right? So that would be nice. What else for this year? New legendary events would be cool, right? New legendary events. I know they are cataloging like some of the older ones, so hopefully that means we should be getting like a second wave of legendary events now, because we got like one legendary Pokemon from each region now. So hopefully they're gonna do another round for like another, you know, round of those legendary Pokemons. Would be nice. What else? Let's talk about the Scout, I guess. We got one of the best updates last year in the Scouts, which is adding the battle music to all these, right? Well, not all of them, but you know, which is nice. But jokes aside, can we get like such better discounts? Would be cool. Better discounts, especially for just, you know, not paid, because there's a lot of actually solid ones for paid gems, but there's not as much. There has been some really nice ones for, you know, free gems as well, but can we just get more for again, just free gems in general? Discounts, whether it be, you know, maybe like if you do 5 multis, you get a multi free, or like you know, your first 3 multis are discounted, right? On, you know, it doesn't have to be for every banner, but like at least like some of the big celebration banners, like again the Cynthia, them giving, you know, these rewards on these are nice, right? The master fairs, but like can we also just get like discounts on some of these, right? Or maybe even like even like maybe like the spotlights, like discount on like spotlights, because or else people generally just don't pull on them. Or like I just like, you know, first, I don't know, I'm trying to help you guys make money, or else people don't pull on them, right? Like straight up, like Sonya, as good as she was, and again, I'm not saying there's no merit to pulling on spotlights. If there's an incredible, you know, spotlight unit, and there's no other very good banners up at the moment, it's definitely still merited to pull on spotlight units, right? Certain ones, but like, again, also depending on their box, all that stuff. But like, outside of that, can we get like a bit more incentive? Because at the moment, again, we do get the coins, which is cool, but like outside of that, there's really not too much incentive to pull on a lot of these well, we don't have any spotlights. Oh, I think here's one, you know, on spotlights, but also just the big anniversary ones, right? Just to get people, you know, engaged back in the game, all that stuff, right? And I don't know, I just want cheaper summons. I can't make an argument without sounding like I literally just want cheaper summons, which is true. I just want cheaper summons. Right? Can we get some cheaper summons, maybe more gem discounts? But yeah, overall, I'd say that's most of the things on my wish list. The number one thing on my wish list is still, you know, more modes, right? More modes. Again, Legendary Gauntlet's gonna be fun, but I really want a 3v9 mode. Can we get a 3v9 mode? Right? 3v9 mode. Like a 3v9 version of like Champion Stadium. Also, hard level 1. We've been at this for like 2 years. Where's hard level 2? Right? Maybe they could do like hard level 2 where there's like 2 layers, right? That would be nice, maybe. Oh, you know what would be cool? Hard level 2, and it's like they mesh like 2 regions together, and then they could always like mismatch them to keep it like fresh, right? So they could have like, for example, hard level 2, they could have like they could do one where they throw in Unova and Kanto together, and then, you know, one of the stages would be like Bruno slash Marshall, right? Bruno slash Marshall. They're on the same team. They have similar weaknesses, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe not. They could have different weaknesses, and then like instead for hard level 2, you get to use like 2 teams to beat them, right? Oh, that would be nice. Again, and it's like the you beat them at the same time, right? So it's like 2 rows of opponents. Oh, that's so good. Oh, you guys should take my idea. Anyways, yeah, that'll be this one, I guess. Hope you all enjoyed it, guys. In the comments down below. Like, share this video, subscribe to channel, some more Pokemon. Let me know what you guys think as well. You'd like to see in this year as well. I'll probably open a community post for folks to comment on some of the improvements and new things that they would like to see in the new year as well from the game. So yeah, make sure to look out for that also on Twitter as well. So yeah, anyways, have fun folks, happy New Year's, and I'll see you guys in the next one.